Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So my name is Katie and today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 female fictional characters. So I love a good strong female character and today I'm just going to be talking about some of my favourites who I love. Like, good characters just make a book for me, so we'll just get stuck in. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Saga from The Bear and the Nightingale. So I just love her so much. I love how like she kind of is defying what society expects of her. So this is kind of set in like about 14th century Russia, and obviously they had quite a view on women then and like what their place was and what they should be doing. But Vasia's just like going around defying expectations, and she's just kind of doing her thing, and she just grows in confidence so much in the series and like her abilities and her magic and everything. And she's just so like comfortable with who she is, and she's amazing. So that is that one. And then next I'm going to talk about Nina from Six of Crows. So Nina just means so much to me. Like, her self-confidence and just how much she loves like food and just everything just meant so much to me, because it really helped me when I was kind of struggling a bit like with an eating disorder and stuff, and just with my body image. And just seeing how confident she was, and just how she like was completely unapologetic about like loving food and things, and it just meant so much to me. And I just love Nina. I love like how sassy she is and how like flirty she is, and she's just so great. And her journey as well, especially like towards the end of Six of Crows and like the first, well, like basically all of Crooked Kingdom and King of Scars as well. I really like her in King of Scars actually. A lot of people don't like Nina's storyline in that book, but I loved it. I really like her, and how much she grows, and she's a great character. And the next we have Hazel from Heroes of Olympus by Rick Riordan. So Rick Riordan has so many amazing characters. They're all great, but I think Hazel might be my favourite. I just love how she's really kind and sweet, but she's also really like kick-ass, and her powers are so cool. Like, I love both the children of Hades, like Nico and Hazel. They're both great. But I just love her powers and like the metals, and it's so cool. And she's just a great character, and I love her like interactions with everyone, like with Percy and with Frank, and I just love them. She's great. This is just going to be a really repetitive video of just me going like she's great. But she really is, and she's just so awesome. And I think she's a great role model for like kids as well who are reading those books. I think that's great. And like Annabeth as well, she's great as well. But anyway, so next I have Nova from Renegades. So this is the final book because this is the one that I own. But so we got Nova on the cover as well. So Nova's so great. She's a bit morally grey, and because in the beginning of the series, so Nova is a anarchist, and in this world you have the anarchists and renegades, and the renegades are like the superheroes who are kind of running the like country, and then you have Nova, who's an anarchist, who the anarchists were kind of taken down like about 10 years ago, and Nova's kind of out for revenge, and so she infiltrates the renegades. But she's just such a complex character, and I just love her so much. I don't know why I love her so much. She kind of reminds me of like Inej. I also really love Inej, actually, having talked about Nina. But she's just so great, and I love her development and sort of how she kind of comes to terms with maybe what she's been taught like growing up is maybe not quite right, and maybe the renegades aren't so bad, but she can see their flaws, and she's not afraid to like be outspoken about it. And also her relationship with Adrian as well is so great. So I would highly recommend Renegades. And then next up is Syria from Warbreaker. So I just love Syria so much. She's such like a wild like spirit, and free spirited, and I just really like related to her so much, just kind of how she doesn't always know what she's doing but she kind of bumbles along anyway. And just her interactions with like Sebron and Light Song are the best. I just loved her kind of journey throughout the book, and she really like comes into her own, and she sort of she uses like her skills. So she's not like the best fighter or anything, but she like uses her kind of political savvy and what she's like learned from the other characters to sort of see her through. So I really love her. And in the theme of Brandon Sanderson characters, because he's really great at writing female characters actually for like a white male author, but we have Vin from the Mistborn trilogy. So she's so great. I just love her journey throughout the 3 books. She just grows so much. She goes from like this shy kind of completely she doesn't trust anyone kind of orphan to like this really confident strong young woman, and yeah, basically a queen or an empress even. But so yeah, she's just so great, and yeah, she's so badass as well. Like that scene in the Well of Ascension, so I'll leave a timestamp to skip to because this gets a bit spoilery, when she like comes out of the sky and like slices Strathventure in half. That's just so cool. So badass. Yeah, but yeah, Vin's the best. She's like one of the best characters in fantasy, I would say. But yeah, just her growth and everything, she's just amazing. So that one. And also, I mean, I could like gush about every Stormlight character for about 10 minutes each, but I'm gonna special mention to Nnamani because I just love Nnamani. So I've got my little tarot card of her here, so some beautiful fan art there by Tara J. And I also have a video going through all these cards, so I'll leave that linked down below. But yeah, she's just such a great character. She's like a mother figure, but she's also like an inventor. And I just love like kind of scientist-y characters. Just have a piece of my heart. But yeah, she's so good. And she's so like sassy. And she just like really goes after what she wants. Like when she's kind of chasing Belena, it's just the best. But yeah, she's so great. I love her. And hopefully we see more of her in like later books. But I also love like all the characters like Shalana and Jasna and Lift. They're all great. So yeah, so I really love her. Next up is going to be Iseult from the Witchland series. So I just love Iseult so much. She really reminds me of me, which she's just kind of quiet, but she's really like loyal and will do anything for Safi, who's her best friend. And she just has so much kind of like passion and spirit, and she's just kind of struggling a bit with like being so she's something called a thread witch. So in this world you have different kind of witches, and they all have different powers. Like there's wind witches, truth witches, like blood witches who are like blood benders basically, and then Iseult is a thread witch, so she can see like people's threads, so like their emotions. And yeah, she's just, so there aren't many thread witches around, and she's just like coming to terms with her powers. And yeah, she's just such a great character. And also in book 3, Blood Witch, she's kind of looking after this little girl, and I really love seeing her like journey with that, because she doesn't just like connect to her immediately. Like it takes her a bit of time, and she's like, oh, why have I got this annoying child? But then they really like grow to love each other, and that's just so great as well. So I really love her. And then next up we have Zoya from King of Scars. So I also really love Nina, but I already mentioned her. But Zoya is just so great. She's like so badass, and she's just like completely ruthless and just like takes no shit from anyone. And yeah, she's just so great. And in King of Scars as well, she basically becomes like the best in the whole Grishaverse. But yeah, she's so great. And I really love her relationship with Nikolai. They have so much great banter in King of Scars, and yeah, I just really love her. She's such like an inspiration to me, because she's just like, yeah, so confident, and like her powers are so cool as well. She's like elemental, like air and stuff. I just love those kind of powers. So yeah, she's really great, and I'm really excited to see her portrayal in the TV show, because like in the earlier Grisha book, she's not the villain exactly, but she's a bit of an antagonist. But her growth, she just grows so much, and getting her backstory in this one, you just feel for her so much. And yeah, it's just it's kind of the great like angry female character. So yeah, that's really good in that one. And then finally, so I know I said this was gonna be my top 10, but there may be more than, I'm just kind of lumping all the Shadowhunter characters together. So it was upside down. So my like 10th or /11th, 12th was so I'd say Cordelia from Chain of Gold, Cordelia Carstairs. I love her so much. She's like quickly becoming one of my favorite Shadowhunter characters. She's like has a bit of everything. She's like kind of badass, but she's also quite like, she's not quiet exactly, but she's quite like subtle. I don't know if that's quite the right word, but she's just such a great character, and she's so like strong, and she's just really kind as well, and like looking out for her friends. And yeah, she's really great. Also Tessa from the Infernal Devices. So I love her so much. She's like quite bookish, which I obviously quite relate to, and she's quite like quiet as well. And she's not like the best at fighting, but she uses her like wiles and stuff to kind of get by and like defeat the big bad. And then also Emma and Christina from the Dark Artificers. I love them as well. Like Emma's just so badass, and like, yeah, she's the best. And also Christina, I love her. I love how like kind and caring she is for her friends. And yeah, so they're all my Shadowhunter loves. So yeah, so if you like any of these characters, or if you have any favourite characters, female characters that I haven't mentioned in this video, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to know and love to chat about it. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you next time.